If you have a young child, you're sure to have noticed how playgrounds in Taiwan are all very similar. From park to park, the playgrounds lack originality or distinguishing features. More importantly, these cookie-cutter playgrounds often fall short of safety standards, sometimes leading to children being injured.
Now, parents are coming together to drive change from the bottom up, campaigning for playgrounds that meet the needs of all children, including those with disabilities. This March, their efforts paid off with the opening of a new, inclusive playground in Taipei. Our Sunday special report.
Many of Taiwan's playgrounds are stocked with the same basic pieces that are all played with in the same ways. They get boring quickly, and they can also be unsafe. This is Nangang Park in Taipei. As the little girl plays, her mother complains to park personnel.
There is moss on the mat. It would be easy for the elderly to slip here after it rains, and if children run, they will fall and hit the ground.
Upon closer inspection, the rubber mat is not only mossy but also warped by humidity. Moving on to the playground equipment, we find issues there too.
The gap should be less than 38 centimeters. This play set was set up in the early days, and its gap is clearly not up to code.
At a neighbouring playground, this slide made of terrazzo is another safety concern.
The end of this slide should be 18 to 38 centimeters above ground. Currently, this terrazzo slide is flush against the mat, and so children could easily hit the small of their back on their way down. They could have a hard time getting back up.
Few would believe that a playground would be so filled with hazards. Since 2015, Taipei city government has earmarked 17 million NT dollars to upgrade recreational spaces in public parks, leading local governments across Taiwan to take another look at their playgrounds. And this set off a revolution of sorts in the grassroots. It's a Saturday afternoon, and this playground in Tainan is full of children. Next to the slide set, we hear a sound.
Tainan should have unique parks. What we're promoting here is that. As far as possible, every park should have its own unique look. There can be more diverse choice in playground equipment.
This small gathering was organized by a group called Tainan Should Also Have Unique Parks. Its members are ordinary mums and dads.
When you ask a child over 5 years old to keep playing on these things, it's not the least bit challenging. When there's no challenge, you end up with children climbing at random all over the playset.
The sign says this playground is suitable for children up to 12, but parents are skeptical, saying that these cookie-cutter playgrounds simply can't give kids over the age of 5 any kind of challenge, either physical or mental. They say the facilities do nothing to meet their children's needs and are also a waste of taxpayer dollars.
Who is your actual user? You should accommodate the user's opinions and create a design that meets their needs. That's the way to get them to use it.
With a little help from the grown-ups, the children go through a dozen pictures of more creative playground equipment and select the ones they love best. As their dream playground comes into shape, parents record their children's vision so that it can be submitted for government consideration. At the other end of the island, this group also hopes to improve Taiwan's playgrounds. Members of the Disabled Children's Rights Advocacy Alliance pass out leaflets to the crowd on Angels' Day, a day celebrating children with special needs. Traditionally, playground design doesn't factor in children with special needs, depriving them of not just playtime, but also opportunities to socialize.
Children actually use playtime to build their social relationships, the relationships they have with others. These children have lacked this for a long time. I think that's the case for many children with physical and mental disabilities.
the organisation has mobilised parents and petitioned the government for better playgrounds.
I look forward to this playground letting other parents know that we have this group of children who don't mean to play differently from everyone else. We have worked very hard to teach our children, but we also hope to be able to bring them out to play in public.
After a series of petitions, in March 2018, Taipei saw the grand opening of the Butterfly Inclusive Playground, the first playground in Taiwan fully shaped by public opinion. It's got Taiwan's only wheelchair-accessible swing, with a barrier-free gate thoughtfully made by a private design team. Now, kids of all abilities can enjoy playtime at the park. Adults can have a bit of fun too, for instance on the seat swing or the roller slide. To satisfy children's desire for adventure and climbing, the ground has a carpet of wood chips, which provide better shock absorption than rubber. Working together, ordinary people have carried their vision for inclusive playtime into reality. What could keep even more inclusive playgrounds from being built is their price tag. One inclusive playset can cost 3 times as much to build as normal equipment would. Next, there's the question of which neighbourhoods can afford to house these play spaces. Between the government and its people, there's much left to discuss. And as for the role of citizen participation in public decision-making, there's still a long way to go.